Hello and welcome to my basic guide for how to fix a slow computer. This video is mainly aimed at those of you who are not quite that tech savvy and not quite confident using computers. I've just got a couple of fixes which are very easy and very straightforward to do, and hopefully this will help you improve the performance of your computer. So the first thing I can recommend you do is to do what we call housekeeping on your computer. This basically involves just deleting any files or any folders that you don't use anymore, or anything that you don't want or need anymore. Very easy to do. All you would do is you would go to the start menu down in the bottom corner here, and then either go to documents, pictures or music and select what you want. I know that I've got a couple of videos here, so I'm going to click on videos. I've got a selection of videos here that I don't want anymore, so what I'll do is I'll just right click on those. I'll click on it so they're highlighted, and then go to delete, and it'll say, you sure you want to move these 4 items to the recycle bin. Click on yes. What we'll do is we'll deal with the recycle bin in a little while. The other thing you can do is if you don't want any application, or you want to remove a program from your computer, there's two ways you can do this. The first is to go to the start menu again, go into all programs, and then find the folder with the application that you no longer want. And then you'll see that when you click into the folder there, most applications will have an uninstall option underneath there. All you would do is just click on that, and then that will start the uninstall process. The other way to uninstall a program is if you click on the start menu and then go to control panel. You'll see there's a little section here which says programs, and then there's a link which says uninstall a program. Click on that link and it'll bring up a list of every application that's installed on your computer. Two ways to uninstall it is to click and highlight it, and you'll see there's an uninstall option at the top there, or you can right click on the application and that'll also bring up an uninstall option there as well. Once you're happy that you've removed everything that you want to remove from your computer, the second option is to run a tool which is built into Windows called Disk Cleanup. This basically just removes all the temporary files and all the junk information that builds up on your computer. So to access this, go to the start menu again, and in the little search box here, type in Disk Cleanup, and you'll see under the programs list here it comes up. Click on that once and it will load this up, and you'll see it brings up this little this little prompt here. What it'll do is it'll just scan through your computer just to find any temporary data which is sort of in the normal locations there. So depending on how much data you got on your computer, it might take a couple of minutes to complete. So just let this run through. And then once that's complete, that'll bring up this this box here. What you want to do is, normally by default, not all of these options are set up, or not all of these options are ticked, sorry. So what you want to do is you just want to go through and tick every single one of those options. Now, before you do anything else, you might want to, see here that actually the recycle bin is one of the things that it empties. What you might want to do is you might want to just go and double check the recycle bin at this time, just to make sure that everything that's in there is definitely something you want to delete. So just go up to the top here, double click on the icon, and it will open up the recycle bin, and then you can see everything that you've deleted. If there's something that you want to kind of keep, or to move back to its original location, all you would do is just click on the file there, and there's an option at the top that says restore this item. Just click on that, and then that will then move it back to where it was originally. I'm not going to do that. I'm happy to delete everything, so I'll just close that down and then click on OK, and then it will ask you, are you sure you want to delete these files? If you're happy, click on delete files, and then it'll just run through that and delete everything for you there. Okay, and the third and final straightforward step you can do is to run another tool which is built into Windows called Disk Defragmenter. Basically this just rearranges all the files on your hard drive and kind of bunches them all together, so it makes them load up much quicker. Sorry. So to access the Disk Defragmenter, Again, come down to the start menu, Google start menu, and type in disk defragmenter, and you'll see it comes up in the programs list there. Click on it once and it'll bring up this view. Now, it might look a bit confusing if you're not familiar with computers, but it's very straightforward. Normally your hard drive will be listed as this C drive here, so just click and highlight that line and then click on defragment disk, and then you'll see the status there changes to running, and then it will start to go through sort of the defragment process. What it'll do is it'll start to analyze the disk to see how much data is broken up, and then it will run through several stages of piecing it all back together. Unfortunately, the disk defragmenter can take up to a couple of hours to complete, depending on how much data you do have stored on your hard drive. But the good thing is you can just minimize it, like so, and then you can continue to work as normal and do other things. You can listen to music or browse the internet, do whatever you want to do, and that will keep running in the background and it won't affect the work that you do on your computer. Okay, and so that's pretty much it. That's 3 very simple things you can do to improve the speed or the performance of your computer. If you find that after doing all of that your computer's still running slowly, you might want to seek professional help. I mean, these fixes that I taught you just now these are just kind of the first things that you should try to fix a computer. There are much more advanced tips and tricks that you could do, but as I said, this is aimed at people who are not quite tech savvy. So basically, if you find you're still having trouble, it might be worth sort of looking for more advanced fixes or professional advice. So that's about it. If you made it this far, thanks for watching. Take care. Bye bye.